Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of TokYo-Yo Reviews. Thanks for everybody for watching, and yeah, I guess, let's get right into it. Why waste time? So the yo-yo I'm going to be talking about this episode is the first one from one of my favorite companies that I'll be talking about, and that is the One Drop Prescription. This is a signature model from Jonathan Best, also known as Dr. B, who's a team member for One Drop. I got this yo-yo because I really enjoy Dr. B's videos. I think his style is really cool, kind of chill and interesting. It doesn't look like a lot of other people's styles. Yeah, I think he has a really cool attitude. He's on the subreddit a lot, talking to everybody and answering questions, and he just seems like a really cool guy. I think he's a teacher as well, which is awesome. I love the idea of buying a yo-yo and knowing what that player's like and their style and their kind of character. It's kind of nice to feel that through the yo-yo. So I really enjoy buying signature models, even if it's not my style. I love seeing players that I respect and I follow, and kind of feeling oh, this is what they're into. It kind of opens me up to new styles and new ways to throw, which is really interesting. I think, I personally, I love the name. I think it's, the Prescription is a really catchy name. I love the look of it. They're really cool. There's the One Drop logo, the Dr. B logo here, the Caduceus, I think is how you pronounce it here. So there's some really cool engravings, and they're not too flashy. They don't get in the way too much. I think they really work with the yo-yo. So let's talk about the shape. This is an O shape, an organic shape yo-yo, very much so. It's got these nice rims here. You got these ridges on the body here. I assume those are to assist with grinds, so there's less of your skin making contact with the yo-yo. It's extremely comfortable to hold. This might be the most comfortable yo-yo I own. Extremely nice to catch. Even on some really savage binds, it'll come back to you super soft and nice. I think this is a very classy looking yo-yo for sure. This one is the Pyromat, I think it's called. A lot of One Drop throws have that, or maybe all of them have that finish, which is really, really nice. Some people say it's not great for grinds, but I've never had a problem. And I think their colors, especially their solids, look amazing. Their splashes look nice, but their solids are incredibly deep and rich and intense looking. And the green is my favorite color, so this is perfect for me. Another thing I want to talk about with this is the side effects. So some One Drop yo-yos come with these side effects in the side here, and this is actually acts as the axle as well. This comes with ultralights, which are, as the name suggests, very light. They plug in here, you tighten them up, and they kind of change the accent and the weight of your throw. I swapped mine out for some Markmonts because I thought that kind of round shape and the color really works well with the engravings. One thing I would like to talk about with the philosophy I mentioned of this yo-yo is it's described as a chill or laid back throw, and that's something I didn't really get when I was first buying some yo-yos. The chill nature of how yo-yoing should be. It shouldn't always be competition and crazy. It should be fun and interesting. This is a good yo-yo when you've learned tricks and you're good at them, and that's kind of, I think, what the laid back chill yo-yo is for, is once you've figured out a trick and you've got it down, you switch to a comfortable throw like this, and then you're able to kind of have more fun with it. This is not a great learning yo-yo. Because of the shape, I think there's a lot of center weight. That's my feeling, and so it's not the most stable. It does tend to tilt on you if you're not extremely careful, and I'm pretty sloppy, so that does happen to me. Something that people have mentioned on the Reddit, it doesn't spin as long as some other yo-yos I've got. I feel like the spin dies quicker than some others that I have. But this thing binds like crazy, and I don't know if it's because it's super light, but this thing always snaps back to me. I don't have to really yank it. It just pops right back, and it's so comfortable to catch that it's really nice to have something that binds that solid. I never have to worry about it. Thing that I think is down to the side effects here is this thing does have some nail vibe. This is the same with all the other one-drop side effect throws that I have. They do have some fingernail vibe. They're pretty smooth on the string. This one tends to still kind of, you can feel it on the string. It's not like pulsing, but you can hear it. It does have a really definite ring to it. And like I said, that's with all my side effect throws. I have heard you have to crank these, really. You gotta really crank down on these, tighten them up to get them to be smooth, but you can also turn your side effects, I think a quarter one of them, and then try. To tighten it back up again. So basically you take it apart, take the side effect out, turn it a quarter, put it back in, tighten it up, really crank it and see if you can get it smooth. And none of my side effect yo-yos are that smooth. Actually my Countach is glass smooth, but my Benchmark W and my Prescription are a bit nail vibey still. Let's get into the pros and cons of the yo-yo. So first of all, with the pros, this thing is super comfortable, without a doubt. Like I said, it feels great to hold. Like just holding it, it fits my hand near perfectly. I mentioned in my last review, I'm not a huge fan of W shapes. I do like the Edge and the Countach, but this fits your hand like nothing else, at least for me. This yo-yo looks awesome. I love the engravings. I'm not usually a fan of engravings, but I think it's beautiful. I love side effects, especially the silver ones, and I think the green, the deep green, is just gorgeous. It's perfect. I like that it's a signature model. Like I said, I like supporting players. I just like to feel the style of the thrower through the yo-yo. I think that's a really interesting thing. And let's talk about the cons. Like I said, it is a little tiny bit nail vibey. That doesn't bother me most of the time. It's not the most stable. As I said, it will tilt on you, and I'll show a video of that at some point in here, or maybe I already did. Don't pay attention to the angle of your hands, it will start turning on you. And the spin times. I have noticed this recently. I didn't notice it when I first got it, but it does not tend to spin as long as other ones, and it might just be because I've got the light Markmonts in here, the ultra lights, but if you throw something heavier like a flat cap or something in, the other side effects that are heavier, then you might get rid of that problem. But yeah guys, that's it. That's the one drop Prescription. I think this is a pretty interesting yo-yo. I don't recommend it for beginners, like I said, but I think it has a lot of style. One last thing about this yo-yo, I've noticed at least, I follow the Throwers subreddit, and this yo-yo goes either way with a lot of people. Like, you either love it or you hate it, it seems like, which is kind of strange to me for one drop. I think almost everybody loves all their stuff. It could just be my experience, but as for me, like, I really love it. I do feel like there are some things that are perfect for me personally, but overall, I think, you know, it's a really solid throw. It's a lot of fun. It looks nice, it's classy, and it's got really cool design. It kind of feels like a one drop distilled into kind of like what their signature model should be, which is like this kind of interesting, quirky shapes and stuff. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching again. I hope people are watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. If you want to see something specific in the comments, you can leave me a comment. If I have it, I'll review it. Or I might put up some polls or post something on the Reddit about what you guys would like me to review next. But yeah, guys, if you're interested, pick up a Prescription, and I think it's a fun throw, and who knows, it might just be the perfect medicine for what ails ya.